Before the cranes, before the refinery, before tourism became the spine of the economy, there was an experiment. In the 1930s, Washington used St. Croix as a proving ground. Through the Virgin Islands Company, New Deal planners attempted what some called the first Green New Deal. Federal money flowed in, sugar estates were consolidated, agriculture was reorganized. The goal was modernization through managed development. But by the 1950s, sugar was collapsing again. And by 1961, when Ralph Paiewonsky was appointed governor, the question was no longer whether agriculture could survive, but what would replace it. Paiewonsky was deeply connected to Democratic leadership in Washington. He governed during the Kennedy-Johnson era, the height of federal expansion, and he understood something clearly. If the Virgin Islands were going to modernize, it would require federal alignment, capital incentives, and industrial scale. Under his administration, housing projects multiplied. Desalination plants rose from the coastline. The College of the Virgin Islands was chartered. Tourism revenues more than tripled in less than a decade. But the most dramatic shift happened on St. Croix. In 1962, Paiewonsky announced a deal to bring Harvey aluminum to the island. The government subsidized dredging, tax incentives were generous. Heavy industry, he argued, would break the gravitational pull of plantation property. Farmers saw something else. Croix Lagoon, wetlands, fisheries, migratory birds became a battleground. Thousands marched in Frederiksted and Christiansted. At the time, roughly 1 in 4 Crucians worked in agriculture. Within a decade, that number would collapse to almost nothing. Then came Hess Oil. The refinery reshaped the island's economy and its identity. By the end of Paiewonsky's tenure, in 1969, agriculture had nearly vanished as a viable occupation. This was a modernization gamble. Trade land for industry, trade farms for factories, trade substance for scale. The Virgin Islands emerged wealthier, more connected, more industrial, but also more dependent on federal subsidies, external capital, and global markets. The Paiewonsky era did not just modernize the territory, it rewired it. And that choice still shapes the Virgin Islands today.